Right. So let's get rolling. Tuesday, April 22nd with Mr. Cardone. Types of calls for owner follow-up for the sold customer. 3-month data, personal to the buyer.
Hey, is that Biden's chair behind him?
I don't know. I don't see Bernie sitting in it though.
It's been 90 days, 3 months since the purchase, since you had a new customer and they had your product or service. Now is the time. If you haven't already handwritten a note, you should have done that already. We probably replaced that at 30 days with a personal visit. But if you haven't done the personal handwritten note, thank you, here's my number, write the number in, don't just slam a card. Now's the time to do it, okay? Also, on this call, if you haven't already done a handwritten note, the reason I'm calling, call them up. By the way, you can do both on the same day. You could handwrite a note and call. Hey, I just sent you a note. That's the reason I'm calling. Want to be sure you get it, okay? Hey, the reason I'm calling, it's been 90 days, 3 months. Maybe they have something coming up, some kind of warranty check, some kind of situation you got to look at. Do you have any questions? Did that last thing get resolved? The reason I'm calling is, you could even have this. I saw you in the newspaper. Or I noticed your company went public. Look for other data to call these people back. You need your schedule laid out. You'll see the whole thing here. Then what you want to do is use reasons to fill up that calendar, okay? Hey, it could be, I want to wish you happy Labor Day. There's so many reasons to call people, it's unbelievable. First, you got to make a commitment, then you got to get organized, then you got to make the call. In this case, 90 days, the reason I'm calling is pick. I saw your company in the paper, man. Congratulations. I understand you might be being promoted. I heard that. No, you did? I didn't hear that. Just made it up. I had to have a reason to call. So I did, okay? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. What have you done now? Is this 4 calls, 5 calls, 90 days? Follow up. It's been 90 days, 3 months since the purchase, since you had a new customer and they had your product or service. Now is the time. If you haven't already handwritten a note, you should have done that already. We probably replaced that at 30 days. The 6-month call. This is the value your opinion call. Jared, listen to this. 6-month call. Value your opinion call. That's what we call this. Look, in this call, you need to create a reason to call this person whereby they can do you a personal favor that has nothing to do with your business that you know them for. People want to help each other. I want you to tap into this, okay? Again, this is not related to the product or service or your company, but something this buyer knows about, something this person's an authority in, something this person has an ability to help you with that nobody else can do for you. For instance, when I first moved to Miami, I called a client. Actually, he wasn't a client. He was a prospect that I'd been trying to get for 20 years. I called him up and said, Rick, the reason I'm calling is I know you're heavily committed to and work with the Boys and Girls Club of America. I wanted to get some feedback about how I might get involved with that charity. I really value your input. I'm looking at a couple other charities to get involved with, but I heard the Boys and Girls Club stands heads above others. What did he do? Oh my gosh, Grant, let's do lunch. I'd love to meet with you. I'd love to tell you about that. It makes him, puts him in a position, a legitimate position to help me out. People want to help others. I'll tell you another example. A very successful ball player who also invests in real estate, I reached out to. And I reached out and said, look, the reason I'm calling is to see if I can make 10 minutes this week where I could show you an investment, not for you to invest in, but I value your opinion and would like your input on how you view this. I got a meeting with him, okay? I got a meeting with somebody. If I mention their name, you'd be like, no, you can't get a meeting like that. That was a cold call. That's what you call a cold call. It's what I call follow-up. Another situation where a customer loves watches and you sell insurance. I'm just hybriding a situation right now. I'm giving you a reason. Hey, the reason I'm calling is I wanted to get your opinion of the best watch for me to start with. Now, keep in mind, you're selling insurance. You know he's a watch collector. Find something he's an expert on and ask them their opinion. It's called the valued opinion call. It's done. It's 6 months.
man, this guy, he's got all this creativity, right? And what's he say? He says, commit first and creativity will follow, right? So he puts himself in a corner where he has to deliver, and then he starts coming up with all these ideas on how he can make that happen, right? Most of the time, what we do is we come up with, we want to come up with all the creativity first before we commit, right? And then what happens? It just keeps pushing that time out because it's not an urgent matter, right? It's not front burner, it's back burner because you didn't really commit to it yet. You didn't make that commitment to make it happen. So you just keep sliding out, right? And you know, the creativity kicks in, man, when you're like, shit, I got to make this call. I got to make this happen. What am I going to say? Oh, I know. I can fucking ask him if the rumor he's getting promoted is true. I mean, it's just funny how he thinks, because he's like, I don't know, make shit up. Just make up a reason to call the guy, right? And then tapping into their world, right? The charity call, the investment advice, any excuse, right? It's an excuse to talk to them, to find out more about what they're doing, and again, right, elevate yourself in their minds so that they're thinking about you. Because if they're thinking about you, then they will automatically start passing value off to you, right? Some friend of theirs that might be interested in what you do or whatever, right? If you're actually looking for investment properties, they might know some that are off market. There's always something, right? So, but his commitment to commit is the thing that sets him above, right? Not very many people are willing to make those kinds of, as he says, the crazy, what's he say? The claim, right? The crazy claim, like, oh, I can do this and I can do that, right? It's bigger than life, but then he feels obligated to deliver. So, he tricks himself, essentially, is what he does. He fucks with his own mind in a way that makes it more positive than negative, right? So, so with Izzy out today, I don't have a marketing message for you, but please,
I guess what he's part of what you could take away from that is find out what people like to do in their spare time, like in your small talk to them about their interests, feather that into the conversation. Then you'll know if they're a watch guy, a golf guy, F1 guy or whatever. And then you have a vector to go with,
That's fun. Yeah. So we were meeting with the Toll Brother guys.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden this whole conversation takes off about F1, and like Mike Betty, who I never knew was an F1 fanatic, apparently.
Yeah.
And this other guy, Kevin.
Yeah.
They're like 20 minutes just talking about F1, and like they got their little gaming seats and simulators and shit. I'm just like, oh my God.
And then it got into stargazing and telescopes and all that.
Stargazing, telescopes, so I guess I take away from that, I need to be more interesting, because all I do is this. So
And volunteer.
yeah, this is it. This is my life. But it's interesting because you see these guys get all fired up about something, and I can't relate most of the time because I don't golf, I don't go skiing, I don't do any of those things, but I do enjoy hanging out and making shit happen. So that's what we're here to do.
I was gonna say, make that barbecue.
Oh,
You can smoke some meat.
okay.
That's
That's my talent.
That's your talent.
It's my talent. Awesome, guys. Let's see. Victor, how you doing today, bud?
Good, doing good. Heading to Oakland today, doing a little public works sidewalk today.
Nice. Right on.
Yes.
Are you coming down here to,
Yes,
go
I'll be
through
there.
strategy?
Yeah, I'll be there around 11:30. Just got to give instructions, make sure the guys get lined up, and then I'm heading out there.
Cool, man. Can't wait to see you. Hey, do me a favor. Don't bring any donuts this time. I've had way too much sugar this last week.
Please don't. For all of us.
I'll bring some tamales in.
Ah, there you go. All right, guys, thank you, and we will see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, guys.